Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing.
Alright, the next topic that we are going to learn is how to apply elimination and substitution method to solve word problems. Here are some of the steps that we are going to use to solve applications. First, we are going to label two variables. As much as possible, let's use variables that make sense to the problem. Construct two equations in words, write two equations, solve the system, write the answer, and if I may add, we need also to verify our answer.
Here is our example number 1. At one store, 5 pairs of jeans and 2 sweatshirts cost $166, while 3 pairs of jeans and 4 sweatshirts cost $164. Find the cost of one sweatshirt. Okay, we are going to use, since we're talking about jeans and sweatshirts, we are going to use the variable J and S. So we are going to use J to represent the cost of pair of jeans. And we are going to use S to represent the cost of sweatshirts. From the problem, it says here that 5 pairs of jeans and 2 sweatshirts cost $166. So we can write this into an equation. 5J plus 2S is equal to $166. Also, it says here that 3 pairs of jeans and 4 sweatshirts cost $164. So 3 pairs of jeans and 4 sweatshirts equal 164. We can write this as an equation. 3J plus 4S equals 164. Now that we have the system, we will be able to find either the value of J or S. Now in this question, we just need to find the value of our S, which is the cost of a sweatshirt. Now we can either use elimination or substitution to solve this system. Right now, I'm going to use elimination. I notice that I have 2S and 4S. If I can make this equal to negative 4S, and if we add the two equations, the variable S will be eliminated. So let's make this equal to negative 4S. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by negative 2. We are going to get negative 10J minus 4S equal to negative 332. And I'll just copy my second equation. 3J plus 4S equals 164. Once we add the two equations, we will have negative 7J, 4S negative, and positive 4S will cancel out, equal to your negative 332 plus 164 is equal to negative 168. Divide both sides by negative 7. J will be equal to 24. Now that we have the value of our J, we can either use the first equation or second equation to solve for S. So let's use our second equation. So from the second equation, we have 3J plus 4S equals 164, but J is equal to 24, plus 4S equals 164. 3 times 24 is equal to 72, plus 4S equals 164. Subtract 72 to both sides. We will have 4S equal to 92. Divide by 4, and we are going to get S equals 23. So in this problem, S is equal to 23, and that's the cost of a sweatshirt. It's $23. Now, of course, don't forget to verify your answer just to make sure that your answer is correct. Okay, to verify, just replace your J by 24 and then replace your S by 23. Similarly, in our second equation, replace your J by 24 and then replace your S by 23. Make sure that the left side is equal to the right side. Example number 2. Terry bought 4 sodas and 3 slices of pizza, and it cost him $10. Harold bought 5 sodas and 2 slices of pizza, and it cost him $9. So what is the cost in dollars of one soda? So I need you to pause the video and try to set up your system. Alright, go ahead and pause it right now. set up our system, I am going to use S and P to represent our variable. So let S be the cost of a soda and P will be the cost of a pizza. It says here that Terry bought 4 sodas and 3 slices of pizza and it cost him $10. So we can write this as 4S plus 3P equal to 10. And then Harold bought 5 sodas and 2 slices of pizza and it cost him $9. So that's 5S plus 2S equals $9. Alright, so this will be the system that we have to use. Alright, now let's solve this problem using elimination. We can either eliminate S or P. Now since we're trying to solve the value of S, I will just eliminate P. Now I have 3P here, I have 2P here, so we have to get the LCM of 3 and 2. And the LCM is equal to 6. It means that I would like this to be equal to 6, and I would like 2 to be equal to negative 6. So to make this equal to 6, I will multiply the first equation by 2. To make this equal to negative 6, I need to multiply the second equation by negative 3. So let's distribute. 2 times 4s is 8s. 8s. 2 times, this is 2. Okay, 2 times 3p, that's 6p. Then 2 times 10 is equal to 20. Negative 3 times 5s is negative 15s. Negative 3 times 2p is negative 6p. And then negative 3 times 9 is equal to negative 27. Okay, let's add these two equations. 8s minus 15s is negative 7s. 6p and minus 6p will cancel out. 20 minus 27 is equal to negative 7. Divide both sides by negative 7. We are going to get s equal to 1. So the cost of one soda is equal to $1. Next example, we have here Batman and Robin are going on a day trip to visit Wonder Woman. Batman bought 2 bags of chips and 4 boxes of soda for a total of $75. Robin bought 2 bags of chips and 3 boxes of soda for a total of $60. If X represents the price of 1 bag of chip and Y represents the price of a box of soda, which is a system of equations that could be used to determine the price of a bag of chip. So we have here 3 options. So we need to set up our system and check which among these options will be the correct answer. Now note that they gave us the variable that we are going to use to represent chip, and y variable will be the variable that we're going to use to represent soda. So let X be the price of a bag of chip and Y represents the price of a box of soda. So for Batman, he bought 2 bags of chips and 4 boxes of soda for a total of 75. So we can write that as 2x plus 4y equals 75. Robin, 2 bags of chips and 3 boxes of soda equals 60. We can write this as 2x and then 3y equals 60. Okay, so this should be the correct system. Let's check option F. So 2x plus 3y equals 75. We should get equals 60 here. So F is wrong. If you look at your system, it should be 2x plus 3y equals 60 and not 75. 2x plus 3y equals 60. Okay, this is correct based from our second equation. Then 2x plus 4y equals 75 is also correct based from our first equation. Therefore, we are going to say that the correct answer is letter G. If you would like to check H, 4x plus 4y, we don't even have 4x and 4y here. So H is wrong. Alright, example number 4. We have here Mark and John work the same amount of hours babysitting and tutoring. Mark gets paid $6 per hour for babysitting and $15 an hour tutoring. He makes $150 in 1 week. John makes $10 an hour babysitting and $8 an hour tutoring and gets paid a total of $114. How many hours were spent babysitting and tutoring? Since we're talking about babysitting and tutoring here, we are going to use the variables B and T. So let B be the number of hours babysitting, and T be the number of hours tutoring. So for Mark, so 6 babysitting and 15 tutoring, he makes $150 in a week. So we can write this as 6B, 15t equals 150. For John, that's 10b plus 8t equals 114. So second equation should be equal to 10b plus 8t equals 114. Okay, so we can either eliminate b or the variable t. I think it's easier for us to eliminate the variable b. So let's get the LCM of 6 and 10. The LCM will be equal to 30. So it means that we would like this to be equal to 30 and this one to be equal to negative 30. To make this equal to 30, I am going to multiply the first equation by 5 and we are going to get, so 5 times 6b, that's 30b. 5 times 15t will be equal to 75t, and then 5 times 150, that's equal to 750. And our goal is to make this equal to negative 30, so we need to multiply by negative 3. So we will have negative 30b, negative 3 times 8t is negative 24t, and then negative 3 times 114 will be equal to negative 342. Adding the two equations, 30b minus 30b is equal to 0. 75 minus 24 is equal to 51t. And 750 minus 342 is equal to 408. Divide both sides by 51. We are going to get, so 408 divided by 51 is equal to 8. Once we have the value of our t, we can either use the first equation or the second equation. Okay, let's use the second equation. So second equation, we have 10b plus 8t equals 114. Replace our t by 8. Solving for b, we are going to get 64 equals 114. Subtract 64 to both sides. We are going to get 10b equals 50. Divided by 10, divided by 10, we are going to get b equals 5. So, number of hours spent for babysitting will be 5 hours, and the number of hours spent for tutoring will be 8 hours. And of course, do not forget to verify your answer. Example number 5. So Jermaine lost 2 textbooks and 1 calculator. It cost him $200 to replace what he lost. Larry lost 3 textbooks and 2 calculators. It cost him $340 to replace what he lost. What is the cost in dollars of 1 textbook? So in this problem, we are going to use variables t and c. So let t represents the cost of a textbook and c represents the cost of a calculator. For Jermaine, he lost 2t plus 1c equals $200. For Larry, he lost 3t plus 2c and it cost him $340. Since we would like to solve for the cost of your textbook, we are going to eliminate variable c. We can use either elimination or substitution for this problem. So let's use substitution to solve example number 5. From our first equation, we can solve our c, which is equal to negative 2t plus 200. So just subtract 2t to both sides and we are going to get this. Now this came from the first equation. It means that I have to replace the c in our second equation. So for our second equation, I'll just copy 3t. I have to replace my c equals 340. Now c is equal to negative 2t plus 200. So we will have 3t. 2 times negative 2t is equal to negative 4t. 2 times 200 will be 400 equals 340. 3t minus 4t is negative t. Subtract 400 to both sides. We are going to get negative 60. Divide by negative 1. We are going to get t equals positive 60. Okay, so the cost of a textbook is equal to $60. If you're going to use elimination, we should be able to get the same answer. So let's solve the same system using elimination. Since we would like to solve for t, we will eliminate our c. So this is 1c, that's 2c. If I'll make this equal to negative 2c, then our variable c will be eliminated. So to make this equal to negative 2c, I have to multiply my first equation by negative 2. So we are going to get negative 4t negative 2c equals negative 400. Okay, don't forget to also distribute or multiply 200 by negative 2. I'll just copy my second equation. 3t plus 2c equals 340. Okay, adding the two equations, we are going to get negative t equals negative 400 plus 340 is equal to negative 60. Divide both sides by negative 1, we will be able to get the same result, which is t equals 60. So what is the cost in dollars of one textbook? It will be $60. We have 27 animals in the barn. Some are ducks and some are goats. We have 94 legs in all. So how many of each animal are there? Alright, I need you to pause the video and try to set up your system. Alright, so since we are talking about ducks and goats, we are going to use D and G as our variables. So let D be the number of ducks and G be the number of goats. We know that we have 27 animals all in all. So if I'm going to add all the ducks and goats, it should be equal to 27. So that's D plus G should be equal to 27. We know that we have 27 animals and we only have ducks and goats in the barn. So when you add those two groups of animals, should be equal to 27. Now we have 94 legs in all. Okay, so all in all, in terms of their legs, we can count 94 legs. Now, how many legs do we have for ducks? So we only have 2. Okay, so we have, for every duck, we have 2 legs. For every goat, we have 4 legs. So to represent the number of legs, we are going to write 2d plus 4g equals 94. Alright, so we need to solve d and g. We can either eliminate d or g. So let's eliminate our d. So if this is 2d, I would like this to be equal to negative 2d. So I need to multiply my first equation by negative 2. So we will have negative 2d, the negative 2 times g, negative 2g, and the negative 2 times 27 is negative 54. I have 2d, we just copying the second equation, plus 4g equals 94. Adding the two equations, this will cancel out. Negative 2g plus 4g is 2g equals 54. Negative 54 plus 94 is equal to 40. Divide by 2, divide by 2, we'll get g equals 20. So we have 20 goats. All in all, we have 27 animals. So we can just go back to our first equation. So d plus g equals 27. If we have 20 goats, then we can say that we will have 7 ducks. Okay?
So for the rest of the problems, I need you to set up your system and use either elimination or substitution to solve what is being asked. Alright, go ahead, enjoy solving.
Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing.